Someone asked me the other day, why is the word knock so damn complicated to use? Hey up, Mr. Josh here. Monday morning with another question from one of my students. So just recently, one of my students asked me why the word knocked is so damn complicated to use. And until he mentioned it, I had never even given it any thought because, well, I'm English and I just use these words. But then we started talking about it and it occurred to me that, yes, the word knocked does have a lot of different uses. So in this wee video, I'm going to give you a few of the ones that I know off the top of my head. There are many more. I did a quick search on Google and there was a whole list of them that I had never even heard of. So we're not going to go into that. I'm just going to go into the ones that I know from Common English. So all this started with what I thought was a very basic phrase, and that was knocked for six. In a video that I sent someone as homework, there was the expression to be knocked for six. And I asked, what does this mean? Now, to be knocked for six has two possible meanings. One, it has left you devastated. So I could say, for example, that the last time I had the flu, it knocked me for six, meaning I was really ill for a long time. However, I could also say that the special effects in the new Avengers film knocked me for six, meaning that I was very impressed. I actually wasn't very impressed. It just looked like every other Avengers film. Is it just me, or is every Avengers film basically the same these days? I digress, let's move on. So another way to use the word knocked is knocked up. So knocked up, you probably do know because it was the title of a film a few years back where a woman gets pregnant, and that's literally what it means. If a woman is knocked up, she is pregnant. However, years ago, to be knocked up is something that you'd get in a hotel. And this has nothing to do with pregnancy, by the way. To be knocked up is when the hotel staff wake you up in the morning, which I've got to admit did freak me out many years ago in Cornwall when a big fat guy with a huge beard asked me what time I would like to get knocked up. I can't even begin to tell you what went through my head as he said that to me. But I found a very good excuse not to stay in that hotel that night. Anyhow, moving on. So another way is knocked off, and this again has various meanings. So for example, if this phone was not a real Samsung, it would be a knocked off copy. However, knocked off can also mean taken away, as in this phone should have cost me 200 euros, but they knocked off 20 euros because it was sale time. That is taken away, knocked off. Closely related in that way is knocked down. If the original price of the phone was, say, 200 euros, you could say that the price was knocked down to 180, meaning reduced. Of course, knocked down is also what happens to boxers in a boxing ring. And then shortly after they've been knocked down, sometimes they also get knocked out, meaning unconscious, out for the count. And that is just a few of the possible ways you can use the word knocked. Of course, I've skipped over the most obvious one, which is knock on a door, or knock on wood for luck. But I'm going to leave it at that because otherwise this could go on forever and I might never leave this sofa today. So I'm going to go. Don't forget, subscribe, like, share, and all the other good stuff to make me famous. Bye for now.